Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? We're here for a college football playoff quarterfinal collision on EA Sports College Football. It's the Boise State Broncos against the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Clapp. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines with some of the key storylines.
The most iconic venue in all of college sports, and it never disappoints. The Rose Bowl is rocking right now. This beautiful scenario, this beautiful setting. We cannot wait to have another iconic moment. History continues to get made right here on this field, guys. The Rose Bowl is ready to rock for this huge playoff game. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. The Broncos offense will get the first swing today. This offense comes in with a lot of confidence, one of the highest-scoring teams in the regular season. But now, on a bigger stage, Joel, a real premium on execution. What is this defense going to do to slow them down?
First, they're going to have to change up the look. If you sit there and don't disguise the coverage, this guy will just pick you apart. He's done it all year long.
He's got some space. Look out. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 35.
Well, Chris, we knew explosive plays were going to play a huge part in this game, and here the field is totally flipped on the RPO, the run-pass option. Great read from this quarterback. He gives it to his back, and you can see once the lane...
Got an opening here. Well, this team hoping to make an impact in the completely rebuilt Pac-12. Joe, you and I both love this conference. For decades, it produced such excellence. It's a completely different-looking league right now, but a big opportunity for this team today.
And, Chris, part of that opportunity is creating a legacy for this new group and really establishing this conference as a premier conference moving forward. What an opportunity, like you suggested. If they're able to get the win here today, I think people will look at this rebuilt league in a totally different way.
The 8-yard completion makes it 2nd and 2. The opportunity for the play caller here to be a little bit aggressive. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Quick completion to the tight end. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. The Broncos come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
That's a great run and a big pickup in the RPO, the run-pass option. This defense is going to have to shift their focus. They're clearly too concerned with the passing game. You've got to stop the run first if you're going to have a chance in this game.
First and goal to try to run it in. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I don't know what this quarterback is looking at. It's an RPO, a run-pass option. That is clearly a pass read. Look at the defense sell out in the run game, and they're able to get him down for a loss.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Back in motion now. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Caught quickly, and they'll make the tackle, but he'll bring up 4th down. They are in field goal range. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Wolverines offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Often the key issue in these games, Joe, is rest versus rust. One side coming off a bye, the other team coming off a victory. We'll see what plays out today.
Well, what's happened so far in these 12-team playoffs is that the team with the bye is 1-7 in this quarterfinal round. Indiana, the only team that was able to get over the hump and actually get a win off of a bye. I think
open field ahead. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Well, we know when it comes to Michigan that they've got to establish the run. We've seen it in the past with guys leading them to championships like Blake Corum, Donovan Edwards, the Don. And today they've got to establish the run. It'll be this guy's job to do that. I just love these playoff environments. It's the first half, you get a first down on a run play, and it feels big. Anytime you move the chains, you can stay on the field offensively, trying to build momentum, get the ball down for a score.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Again, he makes it second and medium. He'll hand it off. Again, the run goes nowhere, and it's third and long.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? He made the tackle, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines pick up enough for a first down here. They're going to run it here. The ball is loose. Defense makes the recovery a turnover. After the takeaway, there's an injured player. Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the handoff on the counter play. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of third down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on second, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Marshall. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. After the interception, we do have an injured player to check out. It's a junior defensive tackle. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. To throw, it's Madsen. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. They bring him down, but what an explosive play. So early in this must-win game, they feed the speedy freshman. Will be the last touch we see from him today, Joe.
And, Chris, that's exactly what they hoped for when they recruited this kid, is the speed to take the top off the defense.
He's got space. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Trying to run it. It's Riley. Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Boise State is in front. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And the wideout goes in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Bates. They'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
What a great job by this pass rush. On third down, they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and contact him as he throws. That contact, it produces an incompletion. Now it's fourth down.
He knocks it through with confidence.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you end it in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Direct snap. Here comes the rush. That one's incomplete. An interesting first down call, but it doesn't work.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain. This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Catch made on the left side. He stopped short of that first down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3.
All right, so you get the completion, and maybe this is a more manageable.
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field.
Well, they told us they were going to be aggressive, but, man, this is super aggressive here on offense, going for it on your side of the 50. And this is going to lead directly to a scoring opportunity for the opposition. If you're going to go for it in this situation, you better have something up your sleeve where you know you can convert. But they don't, and the ball's going the other way.
In a big picture sense, this offense representing not just their school or even their conference, but really all group of 6 conferences who've been told, now you're on the fringe of the sport. For them to beat the power conference team today would be huge.
Chris, you're exactly right. And yet, as a team, and more specifically as an offense, the only thing that you have total control over is your own effort level and the detail with which you play. In order to have the upset and complete the upset here today, you just have to execute. You can't be thinking about conference this and conference that. It's just football. 53.5 by 100. Go execute.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field.
Well, Chris, if you want to win in the playoffs, you've got to be a good third down team. And here early in this game, they're able to get into third and short and convert and move the chains. This is something to watch the rest of the game. Can they have first and second?
Season opening. Slides to avoid the big hit.
A play like that can be so frustrating for a defense because, Chris, it's such a good play by the quarterback. He's able to get what he can get, create a more manageable down and distance, and he gets down and avoids the big hit. As a defense, you would at least love to get a big hit on him outside of the pocket, but they're unable to do so.
The game sets up a third down play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Launching one to the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. Well, no surprise on 3rd down. They go to one of the reliable targets, one of the guys he really trusts, a veteran in this situation.
Chris, that's the exact word. On 3rd down as a quarterback, you go to the guy.
Touchdown, Broncos. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
What a job by the big fellas up front. To be able to run the football in this field position, you've got to have an offensive line that can just overpower the defensive line. That's a beautiful feeling as a quarterback, as a running back, and as a play caller. You've got 5 guys up front that are just winning.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. And it's a direct snap. 1st down, looking for more now. He's in the clear. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Michigan, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Now here comes the point after attempt. PHC is good, they still trail though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And now the handoff.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
On the run, it's Riley. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Short throw complete to the tight end. It's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here comes the pressure. Looks like he's going to run it. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself. The Broncos come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every 1st down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 1st downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that.
What a catch! They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. An explosive play for this passing game, and now, Joel, they're suddenly set up in the red zone.
Chris, they've got to capitalize on this drive. Now they've got an opportunity. You got to put this ball into the end zone. Remember, as a quarterback, you got to think touchdown, check down. Be aggressive with the football down the field. But if it's not there, check it down and continue to move forward. You got to be safe with this ball, not put it in harm's way.
The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's an out route, the catch made. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. And the Broncos come to the line with 1st and goal. And he drops back in the gun. Pass caught, can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. Timeout taken by Boise State, their 2nd. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. before halftime, knowing the other side is going to get the football to begin the third quarter. Joel, exactly what they were looking for.
Chris, that's exactly right. The last thing that they wanted to do is afford a chance for the opposition to double up and get a late score in the second quarter and then get the ball in the third quarter. This is a tremendous drive to be able to stick the ball in the end zone, then go in at halftime and regroup, look at film, and get a real good cohesive plan for this second half. Because here we go. We got one half of football left to move on in this playoff.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Oh, he's got open space. Goes out of bounds after a big gain. He's just short of the 45.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for an offense who's handing the football off. The offensive line doing some work. They have done a great job today running the football. And here on first down, you move the chains. You just continue to get that ball moving down the field.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Broncos will kick it off to begin the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
It is such an advantage for an offense to have a running back that can get on the outside and catch the football, in particular when a defense wants to run man coverage. You can see this is a mismatch here. He's faster than the linebacker, and he gets the ball and gets a nice gain down the field.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab down the middle. It's Marsh. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And they finally feature their elite wide receiver. We've been wondering, Joe, where is this guy? They haven't looked to him that much. They need to make the play to make up this deficit.
And, Chris, I will give this defense credit because they have rolled their coverage over the top of this great wide receiver. But as a quarterback, you're down in this game. Now it's the second half. At some point, you just got to say, I got to go down with my best. You got to target him, and you got to target him often.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And he goes out right near the 45-yard line.
The back is always a good option in the passing game, and the quarterback knows that he has a guy that is very consistent catching the ball out of the backfield. I think the defense is going to have to adjust. This is a first down. It's an easy first down. They're going to have to start doing something in their scheme to stop the running back out of the backfield.
First down. Looking to throw the football. That's caught. It's Buchanan. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
You see an offense that runs these drag routes well. It is really tough to stop, almost impossible to stop. And the whole key for the offense is really about timing. It's about the quarterback getting that ball out of his hand on time and then accurately hitting the wide receiver in stride. If that happens, there's real...
He's got it right near the end zone. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
He's got such great awareness once he gets close to that sideline, and you can tell he understands he just needs the 1 foot. He secures the ball, foot down, that's a catch, and that's a first down.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, as an offense, this is a tough position to be in on the field. You don't have a lot of space because of the back of the end zone. I like crossing routes in this situation. Get your tight ends, your backs, your slot receivers.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Caught in the end zone. They've thrown for the score.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the third quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's gone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Broncos offense back on the field now. Gonna run it. It's Riley. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, it seems like the quarterback made up his mind before the snap. This has got to be a post-snap read. To me, this is a pass read all day long. He gives it to the back, and they don't gain any yards.
Back to throw. It's Madsen. Hits the running back in the flat. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And following the catch, we got a stoppage here for an injured player. Senior offensive lineman. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He lets it rip. Caught over the middle. It's Riley. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Boy, anytime you can convert a 3rd and long, that is a huge plus. And it's a great play call from this offensive coordinator. And then really good execution from the quarterback. You've got to stand in there, find a good option, the right matchup that you want, and then deliver an accurate pass. And he's able to do that for a nice conversion. First down for this offense. I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
He's brought down, but they move backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This linebacker's ability to diagnose allows him to play behind the line of scrimmage. A great tackle for loss there, and this defense is humming.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
This is away, a very good kick, high and toward the sideline. And the punt heads out of bounds. They're going to spot this very near the goal line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line, 99 away from the end zone. Backed up with the 1, he's going to throw it. Nice grab. It's Buchanan. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, I think the best way to defend these drag routes is getting some contact early in this route. You've got to jam this wide receiver, in particular with his original alignment. If he gets a clean release, you're probably going to get that ball completed as an offense. So jam the wide receiver.
And looking for a big play here. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Single back, takes the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very... Makes the catch and has space. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air. Boise State is in front. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking for some space. It's Marshall. He's got a crease. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Outstanding job up front. Look at the hole right here. The back has the counter play, this little misdirection, and it is wide open because of what they're doing up front. This offensive line is so good, and they are winning the line of scrimmage.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Marshall. Tackled quickly after the catch, but the ball moves all the way to the 30. So a nice throw by the quarterback. He's had a productive day. He hasn't been perfect. Joe, can he make a play here to put his team on top?
Well, Chris, I think you put it perfectly there because, again, it's about the short memory. You erase those mistakes made previously in this game, and you think about the execution moving forward, the plays that you could make, the details of what you need to do from this point moving forward. If you're able to do that with that short memory, then you can go have success and come back in this game. That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
On the ground, it's Marshall. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center, guard. Getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. First and goal, most likely 4-down territory to claim the lead. Ball handed off. Touchdown, Wolverines. This offense is still clicking.
You'll always take the touchdown, there's no doubt, but even if you make this extra point and go up by one, that is a lot of time left. This opposing offense, all they need to do is go down and get into field goal range to win the game.
And the kick is up and good. They've got a 1-point lead with time winding down. It's up to the defense now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. On the kickoff is hammered. Sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Broncos offense back out there needing to deliver in this crucial possession. If they can get points on this drive, they'll take the lead with a spot in the semifinals at stake. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? That's reeled in. It's 4. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Caught over the middle, it's Terry. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry.
Wow, what a clutch conversion on third down there. You're trailing in the playoff here in the second half of the game. You've got to keep your offense on the field, and they're able to execute and move the chains. That's a good job for a first down.
The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
Man, seeing a passing game in rhythm is so fun to watch. And here, this quarterback is clearly in rhythm, playing with a lot of confidence. And he gets this ball all the way down the field. It's a nice play by the wide receiver. It's just great execution all the way around.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. Chance to strategize for this second down play. Offense in a good spot here on 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard completion. Tight end goes in motion. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Michigan will call time here, their second. Strategy session before this third down play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down, looking for the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Well, this is their opportunity. You don't know how many possessions you're going to get. This is the chance that you have to take the lead. Got to put the ball in the end zone. What's your best matchup? What's your best play call? You got to find it right here.
First and goal, handoff. And no, they stop him short of the goal line. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. And now the Broncos will spend the first of their timeouts. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game. Offense facing 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Chris, now you look forward to third down, and this offensive coordinator is going to have to dial something up, I think, to a wide receiver on the outside. Where's his one-on-one? Does he have his best player, and what's his matchup? And this quarterback has got to think about throwing the football on time. It's a condensed space. The windows are small. The ball's got to be on time and on target to convert.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates. They've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a clutch drive and a clutch kick here to take the lead, but there is some time left. This defense cannot play it too safe. You got to go out there, play your normal defense, just nobody past your safeties.
Getting set to kick off after that crucial field goal. The offense doesn't have much time, but they only need a field goal themselves. Time to check in now with Holly Rowe on the sidelines.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that.
It's nice to get that pickup and stop the clock, but they've got to move down the field in a hurry. They've got a lot of ground to cover, and they've got to get in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. He needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this third down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about feet, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those three together.
And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Chris, they can't punt here. They can't guarantee that they get this ball back if they kick it away. So here it is. Here's the game. It's 4th down. Got to convert.
And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Oh, it's no good. The CFP journey ends with that missed kick. This team just continues to impress. Back-to-back playoff wins. And now, Joe, I think you can throw the seedings out. They're in to the semifinals. They look as good as anybody at this point.
I couldn't agree more. They look better than anybody at this point. They played well to the line of scrimmage. Their quarterback is playing very well. And I don't